come up on different streets. They're both my streets of shame. Both dirty, both mean. Yes, and the dream was just the same. And I dreamed your dream for you, and now your dream is real. How can you look at me as if I was just another one of your deals? When you can fall for chains of silver, you can fall for chains of gold. You can fall for pretty strangers and the promises they hold. You promised me everything. You promised me thick and thin, yeah. Now you just say, oh, Romeo, yeah. You know, I used to have a scene with him. Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. You said, I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die. There's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Juliet. I can't do the talk like the talk on the TV. And I can't do a love song like the way it's meant to be. I can't do everything, but I'll do anything for you. Can't do anything except be in love with you. And all I do is miss you, and the way we used to be. All I do is keep the beat, the bad company. And all I do is kiss you through the bars of a rhyme. Julie, I do the stars with you anytime. Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. I said, I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die. There's a place for us. You know the movie song. When you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Juliet. In a love-struck Romeo, I sing the streets of serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Find a convenient street light, steps out of the shade and says something like, you and me, babe, how about it?
Oh yes, and that was the wonderful Dire Straits and Romeo and Juliet, requested during the chat by Matthew Meadows, aka Rango the dog. Now, that was dedicated to his beautiful Princess Bride, as he said earlier. So that was for you, lovely lady. Now, he also says, when I asked the question before about perfect Valentine scenarios, he said earlier, I'd like to take my lover on a train ride through Europe and see the best ballet companies in each of the major cities, with provisional allocations for opera and musical theatre along the way. Norway to Morocco. Hell yeah, I want to go on that train ride, Matt. Fantastic. And I've got to say a huge hello to Johnny Berger, who's just joined us in the chat room. Hello there, Johnny. And hello to everybody who's just tuned in. You're listening to Eclectic Musings on audioburger.com Valentines Special with me, Sasha Cooper. Now, I have to say, this has been one hell of a roller coaster ride this evening. We've had rants from me. We've had the pagan association with Valentine's Day. We've had a Shakespeare association. We've had all sorts of weird and wonderful roller coasters during the show if you've just joined us. Don't forget, if you miss any of the shows, they automatically go to podcast on Spreaker, on our Audio Burger Spreaker site, so you can catch the shows any time of the day or night if you miss it the first time round during the live shows. And I've got to move on because we've got so many things I could literally get through, but we're winding down to the end of the hour. And I thought it would be really good before we end with the final bits of cheesy love songs, which then takes us nicely into our next theme as well. I wanted to leave you with a poem I actually wrote earlier today, because we were talking about poems being the perfect dedication to anybody that is in love or wants to be in love. And so this is especially for all of you Audio Burger listeners out there. This is called Awakening. Walking in the moon's shining rays, the messages become loud and clear. No book can ever teach you the real meaning of life or love. The goddess of the moon guides us to be more powerful, loving, outspoken. Be at one with yourself first and foremost, before inflicting our egotistical blockages on those who are innocents of life. A simple smile is all it takes to embrace love, whether you give or receive it. Practice being in that moment of realism as the goddess weaves your destiny. Be open like a book and never judge those who are angry or vile. The real danger is to become like them by being closed, never wanting to turn the page of destiny or discover a new chapter. Love can be difficult to embrace. It burns and inspires, yet the lesson learned is to be open like the moon's gaze. Hearts are broken every day, but the strongest heart is one that mends slowly, piercing each strand together once more. Inner strength is determined by one thing, the power of listening and being still. The more this can be embraced, the more the moon becomes our friend. And that's dedicated to all of you Audio Burger listeners out there, whether you're in love or not, or even in a relationship with yourself. And this very nicely leads on to a final bit that I need to say before we round up this particular eclectic musings. Today is the last show of the first season. I can't believe it's just literally rushed so quickly. I can't believe it. So, just a quick recap. Throughout this first season, since the very successful first launch of Audio Burger, Eclectic Musings has been looking at the theme of spiritual paths or choices. Now we're going to take a little bit of a 2-week break, and we're coming back on March the 7th with a new theme, new guests, new exciting times. Expect a music composer, a writer, a radio presenter, and many, many more besides. Oh, and including a horror fanatic, a horror film fanatic. This is quite a big exclusive for Audio Burger because this is quite exciting. Anyway, the theme that we're going to go on to from the 7th is musical theatre connections. Now, musical theatre, think Wicked, Spamalot, Carousel, the works. In fact, it encompasses everything. And I know quite a lot of you out there will quite like a lot of different aspects behind the musical theatre element as well. But the running link is just basically every single time that a show goes out, I'm going to slip in something from a musical theatre genre, or at least dedicate it to a specific musical each time. However, during that 2-week break, on the 28th of February. Keep your ears and eyes pulled for a special one-off live broadcast from Brighton Arts Club Open Mic, because we are going to be literally broadcasting from there, showcasing the best in unsigned musicians as well as poets for your delectations and delight. And however long it goes on for, we don't know. All that we know is that we're going to feature whoever wants to be featured and get it out there. If it's successful, I will be broadcasting live from Brighton Arts Club on the last Thursday of every month to give you that little bit of variety. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you with a few, just one or two more tracks. I'm going to leave you with one of my favourite songs, As Long As You're Mine, from the musical Wicked. And then I'm also going to leave you with my favourite song of all time, just because it has such a huge personal significance to me. It's Kiss from a Rose by Seal. And it's the theme song from Batman Forever, which of course starred Val Kilmer and Jim Carrey. In the meantime, until the 28th, you've been listening to Eclectic Musings on audioburger.com Valentines Special with me, Sasha Cooper. See you officially on the 7th of March, unofficially on the 28th of February, live from Brighton Arts Club. Till then, good night!
Lying beside you, with you wanting me, just for this moment. As long as you're mine, I've lost all resistance and crossed some borderline. And if it turns out it's over too fast, I'll make every last moment to last, as long as you're mine.
Maybe I'm brainless, maybe I'm wise, but you got me seeing through different eyes. Somehow I've fallen under your spell, and somehow I'm feeling the stuff that I found. Every moment, as long as you're mine, I'll wake up my body and make up for lost time. Say there's no future for us as a pair.